But before we jump into like opening the game, we're gonna watch this video. It's Destiny explains Factorio to Lex Fridman, and that's funny. Or like that, I think that's gonna be cool. 𝗦cie𝗰𝗶𝗹𝘀, he shared like a podcast thing from Lex Fridman, and I think he's a very interesting fella. And I think it's gonna be interesting from my point of view. That is a Factorio player and streamer. I think it's gonna be cool to see what they are saying about Factorio. Let's see. Let's jump into it, guys. Let's check it out. I hope the sound is high enough. Yeah.
You love it, and you sometimes maybe lose yourself in the drug of it. How do you find like work-life balance together inside a relationship? Like time for each other?
I don't at all, so I'm not a good person to ask.
What do you love more, Mel or Factorio?
Factorio is a really good game. That's like not a fair comparison, okay? You're talking about one of the best, cleanest games, best support ever made, cleanest code base. Like,
yeah, this is... Yeah,
it's more Factorio time for me.
Starting to understand where the
seems like he likes Factorio quite a lot.
Is Factorio legit a really good game?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Okay.
If you're like, do you enjoy programming?
Of course, that's all I do. That's
okay.
To me,
you've got like a
programming is the game in itself that I enjoy probably more than anything else. But yeah,
it's very much a game like that. Like if you're into stuff like that, like you can lose hundreds of hours like very quickly to like you have.
I would say thousands of hours, not hundreds of hours. And yeah, I like when I started playing Factorio, people were saying like, oh yeah, do you have any experience with programming? If you do, then you're gonna like Factorio. And I do love programming. It's one of my favorite things to do. I haven't done it in a while now, though. But yeah, but I didn't really see like the similarities that much with programming. But I guess they are there. They are there. Maybe it's the same kind of like thinking patterns, but it's just that I'm not super aware of it. Maybe. But yeah, I would say thousands of hours, not hundreds of hours in the game. Yeah, it's a problem solver in trial and error. Yeah, that is very similar. Yeah, that's true. It also depends on how you play. Yeah, maybe I play in a way that is not super like programmatic. But it is automation and stuff like that. So that is also very similar to programming. So I take it back. Maybe it is very similar. But I don't feel like I was like, yeah, maybe I was expecting something else when people said that it was very much like programming.
And then you think of a solution, and then you iterate on that over and over and over again in larger schemes. Sometimes you got to redesign stuff. Sometimes you got like, it's very much like that kind of game.
So you're essentially building a factory, like what, on a foreign planet or something like that? And
it's basically, it's like a bunch of, you're trying to automate different problems so that you can build bigger things, so that you can automate bigger problems, so you can build bigger things and automate bigger problems. Yeah.
So it's more complicated than like a city building game, like some city type of thing?
I wouldn't say it's more complicated. It's more, it's like Factorio is like a game of like logic, like strictly like logic. Like,
so almost like building a circuit or something.
Yes. Yeah. There's circuitry, and you've got your AND, OR, XOR gates. Like there's stuff like that. It's very much like that. Like
what are the enemies in the game? Like what?
They're like bugs that try to bite you, and you can get guns and shooting.
Trying to bite you.
Kill them. But it's like,
I saw there's like shooting going on.
Yeah, but that's like it's just like another problem to solve in the game, basically. Yeah.
Okay. All right. See what we did there? We just started talking about the game as we're trying. Oh my God, that's
really
like
good game. Okay,
that's horrible. Anyway, is that basically the struggle, nonstop struggle, how to get human, like intimate human time?
I feel like it was like that a little bit more in the past. I feel like
it sounds like these are probably a couple, right? And he is spending a lot of time on Factorio. And is that going against the relationship or something? That is like what I'm getting out of this right now. And I guess it is a problem in many houses that there is a little bit too much Factorio time and a little bit too little sexy time, Netflix and chill time. And I do understand. Oh yes, yeah. A problem with some very cool solutions. Yeah. New headline in Factorio Reddit: guy breaks up with girlfriend because Factorio is better. Yeah. It almost should be the title of this video, it seems like.
It's been better lately, but I think it's because when we started dating, I wasn't streaming, and I kind of just like
she's a
gave up like my trip in New Zealand. I gave up like I left Sweden. So I was just like
She's Swedish.
in LA,
The
which I
enemy.
hate. I hate LA. I don't like LA at all. It's hard to make friends that are like real, that are into the same stuff as you. It was just really hard for me to connect with anyone, especially also like being a European and like being around Americans was very strange. So the only thing I had when I came here was him. And I
And then he plays
and I didn't
Factorio
expect
all day.
because
Situation to be in.
because we had like 2 weeks of hanging out, and like he would be on his computer sometimes and like do emails and stuff, but I wasn't thinking that he would stream like 12 hours a day, and it was pretty intense like in the beginning of it as well. And I realized it was really hard to like get attention or get time because his like love meter would be like full if I was just in the house, and that's just kind of like the way he is. And for me back then, when I didn't have anything else.
Yeah, some people are like that though. Just being in the same like apartment is enough, but you don't need more than that. But yeah, 12 hours. What the fuck? 12 hours a day. That's a lot. Yeah, that's quite a lot of Factorio. Even yeah, that is quite a lot. But I guess there's many people that are hanging out in the stream here sometimes that play more than that. Or like I have that. I wouldn't be surprised, you know, if that is the case. Or 12 hours a day streaming. Yeah. I wonder if we have seen this guy before. If is he streaming Factorio?
To do was
Maybe
kind of like it was kind of crazy.
Maybe I need to up my game. I'm only streaming for like 5-6 hours. Maybe I need to start streaming for like 10, 12. Yeah, I have a little to live up to. Yeah, that is true. That is true.
Crazy for me. I feel like right now, because I do work as well and I have things going for me and I have other friends now that I made, I feel like it's a lot easier because and I can definitely like enjoy just like being in separate rooms and just like hear him in the background is really nice. I can sit and paint in like in my room, and I will do that for hours while I'm just like hearing a scream in the background.
I feel like it's almost like obvious here that she is being like neglected and he is thinking only about Factorio. It's like love Factorio wins. Like that is the situation here, and I feel a little bit bad almost because yeah. It sounds like she's getting neglected a lot. Ay.
And it's kind of like comforting.
And that she has found like a way to cope with it. I think it's okay to spend a lot of time playing games though, but I feel like it's important to take care of your loved ones first, and then gaming as a second thing. Even streaming, even if you're trying to do streaming, I think it's a good idea to like have your priorities straight, because it can become like a thing where you're like, or like I do feel it like, well, if I just did it even more, then maybe it would have gone better and stuff like that. And I think yeah, it's important to like have a little bit of balance in your life. Take care of your family. Take care of your girlfriend. Dude.
That he's just there. It feels nice. I
Hey.
like
Oh,
it.
because to
Helps me
you,
like-
that's the sound
Hello,
of
hello, hello.
happiness. Of a
Yes,
man
because I
happy.
know he's right there. Yeah, it's nice, and they'll come in and check on me sometimes, and it's kind of like, it's actually very comforting. It's very nice. I like it. Yeah, I think that's kind of what a relationship is. Like you do fun things together, and like you share moments together, but also just like having someone like around you is really, really nice.
Yeah, it is nice though. That is nice. I do appreciate a lot like my girlfriend being around me. It is fantastic and it feels great. It is kind of empty if she's not around. But and I like a super small like story in here is that when me and my girlfriend got together, I was probably on my on my busiest. It's hard to explain, but I was either playing games or working on my computer all day. Like if I didn't work, I played games, and she had to be up in the morning. I was working for myself as a consultant, so I was up pretty late in the morning, or like for me it was late, like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, and I went to bed like 1, 2 in the morning, or like in the night. So I had that kind of routine when me and my girlfriend got together. So I was raiding in World of Warcraft or like programming all day. So I was probably on the computer 12 hours, 13 hours a day, maybe more. We ate dinner together, and then I woke her up when I went to bed. So after a while of that, it kind of broke her a little bit, and I was a little bit too. I was a little bit too. How can I say that? Like before, I got hurt in a couple of relationships, so I think I was a little bit guarded, and I didn't want to change myself in the beginning. But then I got my priorities straight, and I started going to bed at the same time as her. I started waking up in the morning at the same time as her, and I started like spending more time with her. And I think that was a really good decision. That is all I do, lol. 9 hours of work on the computer and then play video games. Yeah. How do you find a girlfriend like this? Yeah. Poor girl. Yeah. Poor girlfriend. Yes, indeed. You were lucky. She still wanted you. Yeah, I was super lucky. I feel like when you think about like how I was in the beginning and just like, I don't know, in general, I feel like if this is not like a soulmate or like meant to be, then I don't know what is. Because she is the best. She's the best. That sounds wholesome. I'm glad you got your shit together. Hopefully I can get mine. Yeah, 𝗦cie𝗰𝗶𝗹𝘀. Yeah, I hope maybe find some inspiration in this. I think it's important to have your priorities straight. I do think it's okay to play games and spend a lot of time on the computer, of course, because I do that. But yeah, I think it's important to think about your loved ones, man. But yeah, I think it's also very like, we should continue to watch the video, but I also think it's very important to like see where you are in life, though. Like if there is a reason or a situation where you should change something, because there are times in your life where it's okay to just like waste everything, I think, or like not waste everything, but waste a lot of time. But sometimes you just have to do the right thing, you know. Well, let's continue.
And I think that's probably, maybe it's me growing up. Maybe that's what it is. And like I start liking like I don't know how to say this, but I feel like this couple went the other way. Like when my story where I changed myself a little bit so that we got more time together, I feel like this couple, they changed in the way where like she had to like break and just let him play games for 12 hours a day. And then she feels like she have grown. Maybe it is. I don't mean to be like disrespectful or anything, but I feel like he could take a little bit more time to hang out with her. Like the kind of, I feel like we're like an old couple, like we're like 80 and we're just like around. We don't really have to talk much.
It's
nice to just do that.
That fills your love meter. That
I think
like this terminology.
I need both.
meter.
I mean, okay. You're making it sound like that I'm like craving like
I haven't said
crazy
anything.
time.
I'm not saying anything. I haven't said a single thing at all.
He needs to be careful.
Yeah.
I know.
He shouldn't say shit in this situation. He's walking on the thinnest ice ever.
Exactly what we're thinking.
There's so much judging going on.
There's no judgment at all.
No, but like I think
I
whenever
hope
we
they're
do
doing
plan
okay, though.
something out, like if we go on a trip like every other month or once a month, I feel like usually like that's enough. As long as he's not playing Factorio the entire time. Like if I feel like he's going on these trips with me and he's not like doing things with me, or he's not interested in like
if they get like a little bit of time together every like other month. And then there is a risk that he's gonna play Factorio instead of hanging out with her. She is like a lovely girl, though. She looks very good, and she has a good voice. It seems like she has a good personality, and and he's. I don't think he's seeing it, man. Poor man just lost the worlds of Factorio. Yeah, yeah, it's lost in the worlds of Factorio. Yes, indeed. Just talking. It's about Factorio, 𝗦cie𝗰𝗶𝗹𝘀. It's about Factorio. They're talking about Factorio. So we're gonna just check out the video, and then it's gonna be jumping into
like
Factorio.
spending time or like being present with me. Then I'll feel like I just feel like I'm just wasting time right now, and then I get kind of disappointed.
I'm
but
sorry
otherwise,
to say it.
I think this is fun. I think this is like spending time together.
This is spending time together. Yeah. It's no Netflix and chill in that house.
Because we're like
That's
doing
what I
something
think.
together.
This is my
It's fun. Yeah.
my love meter is
Your love meter is full.
This is my social life. Otherwise,
we like to think about it that way. That like I need like a little bit more of like this one thing, like quality time, and he needs like almost zero quality time. But like, let's say that we took away
Ow.
like physical touch, you would probably not be very happy.
So you need
it's-
physical
yeah.
touch. So it's not just Factorio, huh?
No, I'm very colorful.
I feel like he's just getting everything that he wants, and she's like not getting almost anything of what she wants.
person.
Yeah. Like
Nice.
cuddly, and then you're like, I guess like acts of
sex.
service. Like if I do something for you, you
Probably.
get really happy.
Like hot chocolate.
Like if I give him hot chocolate in the morning,
He's
he gets
really
happy.
addicted
So-
to Factorio.
The
indeed.
actual, it's not the hot chocolate, it's the giving of the hot chocolate.
No, it's just the hot chocolate. But if she gives it to me, I didn't have to get it
Maybe
myself.
it's just
so
physical touch that you like.
that's really nice.
All right, well, if you have to choose
Scale guard, yeah, that's funny.
between Factorio and the drama or political discourse, which
Probably
one would
political discourse, probably my calling. But I am a good Factorio player.
He's a good Factorio
like,
player.
what role exactly does Factorio play in your streaming life?
Oh, well, right now it's just usually there are like these games that I play in the background as I have conversations because it's hard for me to just sit on the computer and just talk and not like be playing a game at the same time. So it's just something to keep me kind of like occupied. You know, how some people buy like those little like widget things, I guess.
Yeah, that's what
I feel like
Yeah,
I am
basically, yeah.
almost
It's like
the opposite.
Minecraft or Factorio for me.
I'm like talking and having the game in the background.
All right. Well, my love meter is full from this. Mel, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
This was really
Ow,
fun.
ow, ow, ow.
You guys are fascinating
This is
human
hurting
beings.
me so much watching.
Thank you for existing. I'm glad
Thank
to
you
live
for
in a world
existing.
where you exist. And I can't wait to see what kind of beautiful thing you create next and the crazy kind of art that you create through the different people you interact with. 𝗦cie, Steven, you're an amazing human. Thank you so much for talking to me. It's an honor. Hope to talk with you again. I'm talking to 𝗦cie𝗰𝗶𝗹𝘀. You've given me a lot of inspiration.
Now this is interesting. This was a really interesting video. I'm glad I watched it, and I'm glad that you guys got to watch it with me because it was an experience. I feel like he is not. I get that you love Factorio. Factorio is a goddamn amazing game. But holy moly, you have a great girlfriend there, and you should probably take care of that as well because it is fantastic to to spend time with your chosen one. But maybe she's not the right one for him then. Maybe if he's not able to like put down some of the things he's doing. The factory must grow, indeed. The factory must grow. Holy shit! Holy shit! I don't know what to say. Holy moly. That is insane. Yeah. Of course she is. With all the shit she's taken from him. Yeah, that is true. Oh, Lord. By the way, the game is open for people that wants to join. If you guys want to join, you can just do the join command. But yeah, like 𝗦cie𝗰𝗶𝗹𝘀, you said that it might be easier to not play as much games if you find the right one or find a girlfriend. Yeah, I think that is for sure a thing. Like then hopefully if it's the girlfriend you would like to have, then I think you would find a lot of happiness and that you just want to spend time with that girlfriend, you know. Want to join but have to work. I'm so sorry, Skelgard. Thanks for wanting to join though. Imagine if a person like that was so passionate about his loved one or making money. Yeah then that would be fantastic. Well, to each their own. I think maybe I'm a little bit too judgmental. Like I do like Factorio and I do like love. So yeah, and maybe I should be more open for people not being like me. But I just felt really bad for the girl in that video because she seemed lovely and neglected, and that is a bad combo, man. It's kind of strange that she hasn't just left him already, almost, with that being the case. With him not prioritizing her. Ay. Talking about like getting time for each other every like month or a second month.